It's Champions League o'clock. It's going to be a thrilling Tuesday evening. Hello, guys. I hope you guys are doing good. We meet today for our pre-match analysis, our blockbuster match, Champions League match between Real de Madrid and Bayern de Munich. Okay. Firstly, we're going to start with individual with the individual teams. Okay, their individual forms, players in form, players to expect something big from, the experience of both teams, and what we think will play out, not even might play out, will play out. So, firstly, we'll start with the Real Madrid team. Actually, as it stands, Real Madrid is coming from their last 5 matches. Okay, they've had 4 wins and 1 loss, and the 1 loss they had just came recently against Real Mallorca, and the 1 loss they had just came with the coming back of their Galacticos, their stars. That's most precisely Kylian Mbappe and Bellingham, and the 1 loss they had came in a match where the coach decided to play. The coach decided not to play players that he's been playing before. I decided to precise all those points because it's going to be very, very important and vital for that coach playing or winning this match, okay, of today. Now, the Real Madrid team before the comeback of the Stars was running around 3 players. We have Aurelien Chouameni, the defensive midfielder. We have Federico Valverde that used to play as a right winger, and we have Vinicius that used to play as a left winger. Or as a left winger, he used to alternate between being a left winger and a number 9. Okay, and now we had Brahim Diaz that used to support him behind as a number 10. And I can promise you that that formation worked so well. It worked so well that they had to defeat Manchester City at a point in time where Manchester City was in a better form than Real Madrid. Okay, so the coming back of the Stars is going to push or oblige the coach to remove some of those players that were making his winning easy. I'm talking precisely about Thiago Pitach, who I think should be a regular starter in that position. But if Thiago Pitach is a regular starter, it means one of these 2 players are not going to be in the starting lineup. I'm referring to um, uh, Bellingham. Is going to be around Bellingham and Ada Güler. One of them will have to go to the bench. And from the look of things, from the look of pedigree and standard, Bellingham, I don't see Bellingham going to the bench. Okay, so the person that I think is going to be sacrificed, okay, it's going to be Ada Güler, personally. Okay, I don't know how effective the team will be without Ada Güler, but I want to believe that Bellingham is going to pick up that responsibility of Ada Güler to play as a number 8 and a number 10, and at times even find himself in the striker's position. That's what I think, because Thiago Pitach is the one that does the dirty job, okay, in that Real Madrid team. Because Thiago Pitach runs for Mbappe. He was running for Ada Güler, because Ada Güler, he's good with the ball, but without the ball, he's not that okay. Intensity physically, he's not the best, but with the ball, he's a genius. Okay, but I believe with the comeback of Bellingham, that can blend in with a midfield of Chouameni as their number 6, Bellingham with his solid gabaret and all that, and Thiago Pitach that can run for 2 or 3 players. I believe something can come out of it. Okay, so Real Madrid is are coming from 1 defeat. Okay, they had 4 wins, 1 defeat. While Bayern Munich, on the other hand, their last 5 matches, they had 4 wins too, 4 wins, 2 and 1 draw. The draw that they had was against Bayern Leverkusen, where I think that match even ended up with 2 red cards also. 2 red cards for Bayern Munich also, something other sort. Okay, so that's the only match that they had a draw among their last 5 matches. Okay, and they have the comeback of Manuel Neuer that was, I think, absent. Okay, do this recent time, and I think with even the comeback with the 5 matches that they had. Okay, the Hurricane was there. Their star players were there. Okay, they have their star players. We have Hurricane, Ulize, Luis Diaz. Okay, because recently I even saw a news where they said that Hurricane might not be there. I knew it was propaganda. I know it was just to build up momentum for the match against Real de Madrid. But I think personally, I think Hurricane is going to be there. Okay, I think Hurricane is going to be there. And among all the last 5 matches that Bayern Munich played, most of 4 of those matches where they had goals of about most of those the 4 matches that they won, they scored 4 goals and above. There was one that they even scored 6 goals. That was the 6-1 against Atalanta. I don't know, yeah, something or other sort. Okay, so now looking at both teams, okay, who do I think will come out victorious in this match? Real Madrid is the bet noir, what they call bet noir, like it's the bet noir. How do they call bet noir in English? It's like that team in the Champions League that disturbs Bayern Munich a lot. And as it stands now, Real Madrid is in a weaker form, or Bayern Munich is in a better form than Real Madrid. Bayern Munich is probably the best team in Europe as it stands now. Okay, Bayern is the best team in Europe as it stands now. Now Real Madrid is not in a very good form, or player for player, team for team. Real Madrid is in a weaker form compared to Bayern Munich. But in Champions League ties, okay, like this, whoever has the better team, it does not count at all. It has nothing to do, okay, because Real Madrid have what they have this Champions League stuff, okay. They've taken 15 Champions League. That should tell us that they didn't get here by mistake. They didn't get here by magic. They know what they are doing. Okay, so whoever is in a better form, as at now, it has actually nothing to do. It has nothing to do. Now, the factors that will play in favor of Real Madrid today is the excellent form of their goalkeeper, Lunin. Remember, Lunin is not a bad goalkeeper at all. Lunin can be a regular starter in 70% of teams. Okay, of 70% of some teams. Lunin is a very, very good goalkeeper. Secondly, their defense line have to be very, very attentive and solid. Okay, in order to avoid giving spaces to players like Hurricane, Ulize, okay, Serge Gnabry and Luis Diaz. Okay, the defense has to be solid, especially Rudiger, who is the experienced person there. Okay, I'll give my starting lineup, and I think Militao is going to play. Thirdly, that we'll have to talk about the goalkeeper. We'll talk about the Rudiger at the defense line that have to be present for his experience. Thirdly, Tchouaméni have to be very, very present in that defensive midfield position to take the ball from defense and carry it in front, and at the same time to stop every Bayern Munich threat. Okay, so Tchouaméni will play an important role. Thiago Pitach and Bellingham have to play important roles in defending. Okay, I believe Bellingham should be given a more defensive role. Bellingham should be told to stay back, as in he should stop. He should go in front when necessary, but he should be at the midfield at the right time in order to stop Bayern Munich threat. And lastly, Vinicius is supposed to be in his best of form. Vinicius and Valverde are supposed to be in their best of form. I will not talk about Mbappe because Mbappe is always the most informed player. If Mbappe is informed, everything will be fine. So that's why I'll talk about Vinicius and Valverde. They should be the best players in form on the field today. Okay, and the last factor that will play in favor of Real Madrid is, like I always said, the Bernabeu effect. The Bernabeu effect. Champions League nights, Tuesdays, Wednesday, Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. It's not easy to defeat them, no matter who you are. It's not easy. I've not said it's impossible, but it's not easy to defeat them. Okay, but I believe Bayern Munich, if they come in here with a serious team and knowing exactly what to do, they're going to maybe do something against Real Madrid. Now, I'll give my preferred starting lineup for the Real Madrid team only. Okay, the Real Madrid team. Goalkeeper in goal, Lunin. Lunin is going to start. At right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Two center defenders, Rudiger and Militao, not Osin. Osin can come up, but these are not his kind of game. Left back, Carreras. I know Fran Garcia is fit and maybe, but Fran Garcia cannot run with Olise on that left wing. No, Olise is going to deal with him. He cannot run. I believe Carreras, with his pedigree and experience, he can do something against Olise. Midfield position, because they'll play in 4-4-2. The four guys in front. Valverde will be on the right, or should be on the right. Tchouaméni and Bellingham. Is it Tchouaméni and Bellingham? No. They should have Tchouaméni and Pitage in the middle. Okay, so we have Valverde on the right, Tchouaméni and Pitage in the middle, and Bellingham on the left. So the four players in front supposed to be like that. We have Bellingham on the left, Pitage and Tchouaméni in the middle, Valverde on the right, and the two players in front should be Vinicius and Mbappe. Those are the two guys that this team they're supposed to bring in their A game today. Prediction: I see three options: a 2-2 draw, or a 1-1 draw, or a 2-1 in favor of Real Madrid. Those are the three things that will happen. We will not have a lot of goals. Maximum here, we're going to have 3 goals in this match. Maximum is going to be 3. Okay, I don't see more than 3 goals in this match. Or maybe 3-4, but those are my 3 scores. We have 2-2, 1-1, or 2-1 in favor of Real Madrid. Okay, guys, so that's the end of my pre-match analysis. We are going to have our post-match analysis, obviously. Let's see what Real Madrid are going to do. Let's see if they have juju for the Champions League. See you guys later. Peace. Visca Barça, Visca Catalonia.